Hello and welcome back. In this part, we are going to see the geometry of couple of other right triangles which are closely associated with different metallic ratios. As I have mentioned in previous part of this video, beside that fractional expression triangle, there are some other special right triangles which are closely associated with different metallic means, like this triangle here, 1, 2 and root 5 triangle. This triangle is the purest expression of golden ratio, the quintessential form of golden ratio, because its every geometric feature, its side lengths, its angles, its in red D, its x red D, the in circle x circle orthogonal system, its close association with regular pentagon, everything is the purest expression of golden ratio. Even its Gergonne triangle, Nagel triangle, the Gergonne line, those knobs points, everything is full of golden ratio. So this triangle is the purest expression of golden ratio. The details of this triangle I have given in my another paper. I have also described it in my another video lecture. The paper link as well as the video link, both are given in video description. So kindly visit those paper and the videos. Okay. Another right triangle which is closely associated with golden ratio, which shows a classical geometric correspondence with this 1 to root 5 triangle. That another right triangle is the first of primitive Pythagorean triples, 3, 4 and 5 triangles. Okay, these two right triangles, they are invariably formed together. The various geometric methods of their concurrent formation I have described in my paper, and they are not just formed together, but their every geometric feature exhibit a classical relationship with each other. For example, take their angles, like the smaller acute angles of these two triangles, 26.565 degrees and 36.87 degrees. They add up to twice the arctangent of inverse golden ratio. Okay. Then the larger acute angles like 63.435 degrees and 53.13 degrees. These larger acute angles, they add up to twice the arctangent of golden ratio precisely. Okay. And these two triangles, twice the arctangent of inverse golden ratio, which equals 63.435 degrees, and twice the arctangent of golden ratio, which equals 116.565 and so on in degrees. These two angles are precisely the angles of golden rhombus, and not just golden rhombus. These two angles are also closely associated with all the geometric figures which are related to phi or golden ratio. Like these two angles are the dihedral angles of dodecahedron, dodecahedron, small stellated or great stellated dodecahedron, the great dodecahedron, and so on. Okay. We can also see the classical geometric relationship between the side lengths of these triangles. How each and every side length, each and every catheti of these two right triangles can be expressed in form of golden ratio, that I have described in that paper. I have also elaborated those things in my video lecture. The links of all those things are given in the description. So don't forget to visit the paper link and the video link. Here I will try to repeat those things briefly. Okay. Like consider this right triangle 4, 3 and 5, the first of primitive Pythagorean triple, and the equivalent sized 1, 2 root 5 triangle. Equivalent size means having a common hypotenuse. Okay, if we make these two triangles equivalent sized having common hypotenuse, this length becomes root 5 and it becomes 2 root 5. Okay, let's name the vertices A, B, C and D. Okay, then see the golden ratio embedded in the side lengths of these two right triangles having their common hypotenuse AC. The sum of longer catheti 4 plus 2 root 5, which equals twice the cube of golden ratio. Okay, and the sum of smaller catheti 3 and root 5, sum of smaller catheti, which equals twice the square of golden ratio, and hence the ratio between sum of longer catheti and the sum of smaller catheti is precisely equal to 5, the golden ratio. Okay, and not just up to here. More interestingly, here we have connected those two triangles along their common hypotenuse. If we connect these two triangles, the 1 to root 5 triangle, which is fractional expression triangle for golden ratio, and the 3, 4, 5 triangle, which is the first of primitive Pythagorean triple. If we connect these two right triangles along one of their catheti, these two right triangles give us the precise ratio between pi and golden ratio. The precise ratio between pi and phi. Let me elaborate like this. Here we connected these two triangles along common hypotenuse. Now let's connect them along one of their common catheti. Like say common longer catheti. This side is 4, this is 3, this is 5, 3, 4, 5 Pythagorean triple, and this is 1, 2 root 5 triangle having their common longer catheti. So this side becomes 2 and it becomes 2 root 5. Okay, the 1, 2 root 5 triangle and 3, 4, 5 triangle having common longer catheti. If we incorporate the in circle of this combined triangle, okay, the in circle of this combined triangle, then we get a precise ratio like this. Area of this combined triangle upon area of the in circle, which equals perimeter of this combined triangle upon circumference of the circle, and this ratio precisely equal pi to phi square upon pi. Okay, with incorporation of in circle, the pi enters into the picture, and the ratio between the combined triangle and in circle can be precisely expressed in terms of golden ratio and pi. The accurate expression in terms of golden ratio and pi. It is not like some fluky equations like phi square upon pi equals 6 upon 5 or something like that. These equations are precise up to infinite decimal places. Here we connected these two triangles along their common hypotenuse and we found the golden ratio precisely embedded in their side lengths. Here we connected these two triangles along their longer catheti and we find the precise ratio between phi and pi. Another thing, here let's connect these two triangles along their smaller catheti this time. Like this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. So this side longer catheti of 1 to root 5 triangle becomes 6 and this becomes 3 root 5. And this time if we incorporate the in circle in this triangle, we get the similar ratio. This time the area of the combined triangle and upon area of the in circle, which equals the perimeter of the combined triangle upon circumference of the in circle. This is equal to thrice phi square upon pi. Precise equation between phi and pi. Such is the classical relationship between these two triangles, the 1 2 root 5 triangle and 3 4 5 Pythagorean triple. Now, why we observe such classical relationship between these two triangles? Let me elaborate. Just consider the catheti of these two triangles. The 1 2 and root 5 triangle and 3 4 5 Pythagorean triple. Why we observe this classical correspondence between these two triangles? Consider the catheti of these two triangles, 1 and 2. These are consecutive Fibonacci numbers. The second Fibonacci number and third Fibonacci number. 3 and 4, the corresponding Lucas numbers. The second Lucas number and the third Lucas number. Let me write down. If n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and so on, Fn or the Fibonacci number, it will be 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13 and so on, and the corresponding Lucas numbers will be 1, 3, 4, 7, 11, 18, 29 and so on. Okay. So look at the catheti of these two triangles, 1 and 2 and corresponding Lucas number 3 and 4. The question is such classical geometric correspondence is limited for these two triangles, or can it be generalized for other terms of Fibonacci and Lucas sequence? Yes, it can be generalized. It can be generalized for any two Fibonacci numbers and corresponding Lucas numbers. Even if the two terms, like say Fn and Fn plus k, not necessarily consecutive, any two Fibonacci terms, n and n plus k, corresponding Lucas term n and ln plus k. If we form the right triangles with these two catheti and another right triangle with these two catheti, we observe the similar relationship between those two right triangles. The only prerequisite is this k. This must be an odd integer. I underline this word odd. Okay. If we make the triangle like n is equal to 2 and k is equal to 5. K is equal to 5 means n plus k is equal to 7. So if we make a right triangle with catheti 1 and 13 and another right triangle with catheti 3 and 29, we will observe that similar classical geometric correspondence between those two triangles. And not just about golden ratio or Fibonacci and Lucas number. Such classical relationship can be generalized for any metallic ratio. Any metallic ratio like delta m, the mth metallic ratio. Okay. For example, if the integer sequence associated with this mth metallic mean is gn, gn plus 1, gn plus 2 and so on, and the corresponding Lucas sequence, for example, it is second metallic ratio like silver ratio. Here we will have pale numbers and ln, ln plus 1, so on. Here we will have the pale Lucas numbers. Okay. The integer sequence associated with mth metallic ratio and the corresponding pale Lucas number, we get same relationship. If we make a triangle, right triangle having its catheti gn and gn plus k, and another right triangle having its catheti, nth term of corresponding Lucas sequence, n plus kth term of corresponding Lucas sequence, we will observe the same relationship. The only prerequisite, this k, distance between nth, this term and this term must be an odd integer. Okay, let me generalize all these things. Let us see how the integer sequences and Lucas sequences associated with any mth metallic ratio exhibit such classical geometric relationship. Okay, consider two right triangles like it's a right triangle having its catheti Gn, the nth term of the generalized integer sequence associated with mth metallic ratio delta m, and this catheti here is equal to Gn plus k. As I have already mentioned, k must be an odd integer. And consider another right triangle having its catheti Ln, the nth term of corresponding Lucas sequence, the Lucas sequence corresponding to the integer sequence associated with mth metallic ratio, and another catheti of this right triangle Ln plus k. Okay, now consider the angles of this triangle. Let's name the angles like say theta 1, theta 2, this angle here psi 1 and psi 2. Okay, as we have seen in case of 1 to root 5 triangle and the 3, 4, 5 Pythagorean triple, we can generalize all those relations in case of any mth metallic ratio, like sum of these two triangles, say theta 1 plus psi 1 is equal to twice the arctangent of that metallic ratio raised to k. Kth power of that metallic ratio, arctangent of that, and twice of that. In other words, the average of these two angles is equal to arctangent of the kth power of that metallic ratio. Similarly, consider these two triangles, these two angles, these smaller acute angles, theta 2 plus psi 2, average of them precisely equals, it was theta 1 and psi 1, theta 2 plus psi 2, average of them precisely equals the kth power of inverse of that metallic ratio. Okay, another important thing, deviation of the angles from arctangent of that metallic ratio. Remember that 1, 2 and root 5 triangle and 3, 4, 5 Pythagorean triple. This angle where the larger acute angle of 1 to root 5 triangle 63.435 so on in degrees, and this angle, the larger acute angle of Pythagorean triple 53.13 and so on in degrees. Average of these two angles, was arctangent of golden ratio, which is equal to 58.2825 and so on in degrees. Okay, and if we measure the deviation of these two angles from arctangent of golden ratio, we get a precise value, and that deviation is precisely equal to arc tangent of 1 upon phi raised to 5. This angle minus the arc tangent of inverse of the fifth power of golden ratio is this value, 53.13 degrees plus this value, we get arc tangent of golden ratio. Same thing about smaller acute angles. This angle 26.565 degrees, this angle 36.87 degrees. Average of both angles is arc tangent of inverse golden ratio, and the deviation of these two angles from the arc tangent of inverse golden ratio is same value, 26.565 and so on in degrees plus this, you will get this value. 36.87 degrees minus this, we will get this value. That thing can be generalized in case of such generalized triangles for any given nth metallic ratio, and the deviation of these acute angles from this value is precisely equal to arc tangent of the inverse of that metallic ratio raised to twice n plus k. Okay, this catheti we have taken as n term of the integer sequences. This cathetus n plus kth term of the integer and Lucas sequences. K is an odd integer, and deviation of these acute angles from the arc tangent of delta m or the arc tangent of inverse of that metallic ratio, the deviation of these two angles are this term, the arc tangent of 1 upon that metallic ratio raised to 2n plus k. Okay, even the precise value of all four angles can be expressed in terms of that metallic ratio. Okay, so let us see the acute angles of those couple of right triangles in terms of that given mth metallic mean. Consider the two right triangles having their catheti nth and n plus kth term of integer sequence and the corresponding terms of Lucas sequence. Okay, now consider the acute angles of these two triangles. Consider this angle is equal to theta 1 and theta 2, psi 1 and psi 2. Okay, the precise measures of all four acute angles can be expressed in terms of corresponding metallic ratio. Like consider the angle theta 1, and it precisely measures arc tangent of the kth power of corresponding metallic ratio plus minus 1 raised to n into deviation arc tangent of 1 upon that metallic ratio raised to twice n plus k. Okay, this is deviation of theta 1 from this term, arc tangent of the kth power of corresponding metallic ratio, and this factor here minus 1 raised to n, this is for sign adjustment according to odd and even terms. Similarly, the value of theta 2, another acute angle. For value of theta 2, we can simply do inverse of that metallic ratio, and the sign here becomes minus. Theta 2 equals arc tangent of the kth power of inverse metallic mean minus this term. Likewise, this acute angle, the angle psi 1, it precisely equals arc tangent of the kth power of that metallic ratio minus this time into minus 1 raised to n and deviation, delta m raised to twice n plus k. Okay, and psi 2. Similarly, the value of psi 2, we will have to do inverse of that metallic ratio here, and this time this sign will become positive. All four angles can be expressed precisely in terms of corresponding metallic ratios, and not just angles, even the side lengths. The catheti of this couple of right triangles can also be precisely expressed in terms of corresponding metallic ratio. Like there are well known formulae like nth term of Lucas sequence corresponding to given metallic ratio. This ln precisely equals that metallic ratio raised to n plus negative value of that metallic ratio raised to minus n. Okay, nth term of Lucas sequence associated with any metallic mean is given by this well known formula, nth power of that metallic ratio plus negative nth power of the negative value of that metallic ratio. Okay, and similarly this n plus kth term of that Lucas sequence, here we will have to replace n with n plus k. This become n plus k, n plus k, n plus k. Okay, now consider these values: nth term of integer sequence, n plus kth term of integer sequence associated with this metallic mean. Gn is equal to nth power of that metallic ratio. Note the minus sign here this time, into minus nth power of negative value of that metallic ratio upon, this time for nth value of integer sequence associated with metallic ratio, we have to divide this value by square root of m square plus 4. What is this term, square root of m square plus 4? It is part of fractional expression of this metallic ratio. The value of any metallic mean delta m precisely equals m plus square root of m square plus 4 upon 2. This is the term, and this gives the value of nth term of integer sequence. Similarly, n plus kth term of that integer sequence, simply replace n by n plus k. This become n plus k, and this is negative value of n plus k. So all cathetes can be expressed in terms of corresponding metallic ratios. Now, if we make such couple of triangles having their common hypotenuse, as in case of 1 to root 5 triangle and the 3, 4, 5 Pythagorean triple, we had seen, we multiply the Fibonacci numbers by root 5, like 3, 4, 5 Pythagorean triple and 1 to root 5 right triangle. Here we have multiplied by this term root 5. This root 5 is nothing but square root of m square plus 4. So making the two triangles of equivalent sizes like ln and ln plus k, gn and gn plus k having their common hypotenuse, we have to multiply this term by square root of m square plus 4, square root of m square plus 4, and remarkably these two things now, the smaller catheti of these two right triangles, the smaller catheti of these two right triangles like ln plus gn square root of m square plus 4. They add up to twice nth power of that metallic ratio. Okay, and similarly these two longer catheti L n plus k plus g n plus k into square root of m square plus 4, they add up to twice that metallic mean raised to n plus k. Let me exemplify. Remember the root 5, 2 root 5 means 1 to root 5 triangle and 3 4 5 Pythagorean triple. The sum of two longer catheti was equal to twice phi cube, and sum of two shorter catheti equals twice phi square. Okay, and hence the ratio between sum of longer catheti upon sum of shorter catheti precisely equals the kth power of that metallic ratio in generalized term. Here the ratio between sum of longer catheti upon sum of shorter catheti precisely equaled golden ratio or phi raised to 1, because we had considered consecutive Fibonacci and consecutive Lucas term, second and third Fibonacci terms and second and third Lucas term. Hence this k equal to 1 here in this example. Okay, so all these geometric features, the spatial right triangles corresponding to the integer sequences and Lucas sequences associated with any metallic ratios, can be best exemplified or epitomized by a spatial square. I will finish my lecture with elaboration of a spatially dissected square which epitomizes all this classical correspondence between the integer and Lucas sequences associated with any metallic ratios. Okay, so let's consider a simple dissected square like this. Consider a square A, B, C and D. Okay, let me name the vertices A, B, C and D. Okay, let point P be the midpoint of side AD and point R be the midpoint of side DC. Let's connect this point P to vertices B and C like this. Okay, and let me connect the vertex B to point R, which is midpoint of DC. Okay, simple dissection of a square with 3 line segments, but a simple dissection of square renders some phenomenal geometric results. Like such dissection of square gives this central triangle P, B and say Q. This central triangle P, B, Q formed by such dissection of square is precisely a 3, 4, 5 Pythagorean triple. Okay, let us assume this side of square AB is equal to twice into root 5. What I want to say is true for any square with any side length, but for ease of convenience, for ease of explanation, for convenience of illustration, let us assume the side of the square is 2 root 5. Okay, this AP is root 5, PD also root 5, again DR is root 5, this is root 5 here. The side of square is twice the square root of 5. In that case, we precisely get these lengths as 3, 4, and 5. This is 1 here, QR, and QC is 2, of course. Okay. So notice one thing, the central triangle formed by such dissection of square PBQ is a 3, 4, 5 Pythagorean triple, and all other triangles like CRQ, CQB or CRB or APB, all other triangles are 1, 2 root 5 triangle of different sizes. The detailed geometric features of this triangle I have explained in my previous paper. The paper link is also given in description. What is important thing, what I want to emphasize here is that the two irregular quadrilaterals are also formed in such dissection of square. Consider these two irregular quadrilaterals P, D, R and Q. The irregular quadrilateral P, D, R and Q. This one quadrilateral, and another irregular quadrilateral like this A, P, Q and B. A, P, Q and B. This quadrilateral. The special thing about these two quadrilaterals are their angles, their side lengths and the precise golden ratio embedded in their every geometric feature. Like consider the angles of these two quadrilateral. Consider this angle DPQ, okay, and this angle ABQ. Both angle precisely measure, these two angles precisely measure twice the arctangent of inverse golden ratio. Okay, these both angles precisely measure 63.435 and so on in degrees. And consider another angles like this is right angle, right angle, right angle and right angle. Now consider these two angles APQ, okay, and this angle here DRQ. These two angles precisely equal twice the arctangent of golden ratio 116.565 and so on in degrees. Okay, the more important thing, consider sides of these two irregular quadrilateral. First consider the quadrilateral P, D, R and Q. Consider their sides 3, 1, root 5 and root 5. What are these numbers? These are first and second Lucas numbers L1 and L2. These two are first and second Fibonacci numbers into root 5. This is 1 root 5, I mean F1 into root 5. This is F2 into root 5. Root 5 means that figure square root of m square plus 4. In case of golden ratio, this value is root 5. F1 into root 5, F2 into root 5, this is L1 and this is L2. And hence, we find the golden ratio precisely embedded in these side lengths like this thing. Consider the two longer sides 3 plus root 5 means L2 plus F2 into root 5, which precisely equal twice the phi square. Okay, and these two sides F1 root 5 and L1, which is equal to 1 plus root 5, which is nothing but twice of golden ratio. Okay, there is well known formula, simple formula like ln plus fn root 5 upon 2, that equals the nth power of golden ratio. The only important thing is such simple dissection of square represents the classical relationship I have described so far. Consider this quadrilateral A, P, Q and B. Consider the side lengths 3 and 4. These are second and third Lucas terms, root 5 and 2 root 5. What are these? F2 into root 5 and this is F3 into root 5, and so we observe the similar relationship here. This 2 root 5 plus 4 this is equal to twice phi cube. Okay, and sum of shorter catheti of these two triangles, this is 3 4 5 Pythagorean triple, this is 1 2 root 5 triangle. The sum of longer catheti 4 and 2 root 5, which equals twice phi cube, and sum of shorter catheti root 5 plus 3, which is equal to twice phi square, and hence the ratio between sum of longer catheti upon sum of shorter catheti is precisely equal to phi raised to 1. Why phi raised to 1? Because k is equal to 1 here. We have considered consecutive terms of corresponding Fibonacci and Lucas sequence. So such simple dissection of square elaborates the classical geometric relationship between these two triangles, or generalized triangles, generalized right triangles, which can be derived from nth and n plus kth term of integer sequence and Lucas sequence associated with corresponding metallic ratio. I have tried to illustrate all these things in my paper, so kindly visit the paper link. All links of my previous lecture videos about golden ratio, metallic ratios, mathematical relations between metallic ratios, all are provided in video description. So please don't forget to visit those paper link, and thanks for watching. Thank you so much.